It is a great satisfaction to greet you again. I hope you and your pet are well. Today we will talk about the following: 13 dog health issues that you should never try home remedies for. Unfortunately, there are no home remedies for everything. If you notice any of the following problems in your dog, it is best to treat it under the supervision of your veterinarian. Trying to manage them on your own can cause delays in care and can sometimes make treatment more difficult. 1. Bad breath. If good oral hygiene is not enough to keep your dog's breath clean, he will likely require an anesthetic dental procedure to properly diagnose and treat his periodontal disease. 2. Black or bloody stools. Although small amounts of bright red blood may be seen in the stool due to inflammation, your veterinarian can perform blood tests to make sure your dog does not have clotting problems or a severe form of gastroenteritis that may require hospitalization. 3. Bleeding anus. Your veterinarian will be able to better evaluate where the blood is coming from. A common cause of blood in the rectal area is an anal gland infection, which will require antibiotic therapy. In rare cases, there may be a surgical problem such as a mass or trauma. 4. Swollen stomach. If a bloated stomach manages to twist, it can be a life-threatening emergency. Your veterinarian can take X-rays to determine the severity of the swelling and see if intervention is necessary. 5. Blood in urine/bladder infection. Infections are not the only cause of blood in the urine, and your veterinarian can use a urinalysis to determine if antibiotics are necessary. X-rays may also be indicated to make sure your dog does not have bladder stones. 6. Cough/wheeze. A cough that persists for more than a week or causes the dog to not sleep or eat well requires X-rays to help determine the cause. Treatments for pneumonia and heart failure are very different, but the typical cough for each condition can look very similar. 7. Dermatitis/scabies/ringworm. Dermatitis is an inflammatory condition that is often much more uncomfortable than simple dry skin. Your vet will likely want a test to see if there is a bacterial or fungal infection and treat it appropriately. This test can also help rule out mites or scabies, which may require a combination of topical and oral therapies. Ringworm can look very similar and requires a separate test. Treatment for ringworm in dogs is very different than treatment for ringworm in people. 8. Ear mites. Mites are very rare in dogs and can often be treated with topical flea therapies. Most dogs that present with ear mites have a yeast infection or bacterial otitis, ear infection. Your veterinarian can make sure your dog's ear canals are normal and prescribe the appropriate antibiotics. 9. Eye discharge, red eyes, pink eyes, or cloudy eyes. Eye discharge can be the result of allergies, but it could also represent an ulcer, glaucoma, or an internal inflammation of the eye called uveitis. All of these diseases can cause your dog to lose vision, so it is important to diagnose and treat them as soon as possible. 10. Hair loss. Non-itchy hair loss may be related to problems with your dog's thyroid or adrenal glands and should be evaluated. 11. Not eating, vomiting, upset stomach. While mild cases of stomach upset can be treated with dietary changes, vomiting or not eating can lead to dehydration and may indicate a more serious problem. Your veterinarian can perform blood tests and take X-rays to make sure your dog doesn't have an intestinal blockage or another more serious condition causing these symptoms. 12. Pain. Although over-the-counter joint supplements, such as glucosamine, can support your dog's joint health, true pain, especially pain from arthritis or other pain that causes lameness, usually requires anti-inflammatory treatment. In some conditions, surgery may even be necessary to make your dog feel well again. 13. Worms. There are many over-the-counter dewormers available, but knowing which parasite needs to be treated, by letting your veterinarian take a fecal sample, will help ensure that the proper program is followed to eliminate that parasite. Some dewormers do not treat all worms and others only kill worms at a certain stage. Your veterinarian can help you with therapy for faster resolution. It is a pleasure to inform you and help you. If you have not subscribed to the channel, you should do it now. Take care of yourself and your furry friend. A hug, and until the next video.